We are tracking the latest results for the local elections, and we are closely watching this evening. One of the biggest in Portland is for the levy to further fund maintenance for city parks. So let's take a look at those numbers. Right now, the measure is leading 53% to just under 47%. It would create a new property tax increase to begin in 2026 and continue for 5 years. It's estimated to raise around $456 million for renovations and preserve free and discounted access to recreation programs for impoverished families.
Many Portland city leaders supported the levy, including Mayor Keith Wilson and Councilor President Ilana Perto-Guinea. She said that more than 150 local organizations came together to encourage voters to further fund the parks, and that Portlanders believe better parks makes for a better city.
Portlanders spoke loud and clear today that they believe in our park system. They value having those spaces to gather as community. They value having open spaces in every part of our city. This is an incredible moment where we come together as a city to really truly show what our values are, and I am just so proud of Portland for standing together in this moment for the things that we know support our entire community.
And the Park Bureau had been facing some criticism for financial mismanagement. In addition, in 2020, a city audit showed that 86% of Portland parks were in bad shape and that there was a maintenance backlog to fix the issues. It also showed that $800 million would be needed to address the issues. When asked about the audit, Perto-Guinea said that this levy ensures costs of new facilities and projects are included in the budget to keep better track of the finances. Well, at least one city councilor, Dan Ryan, said that he was voting no on the levy. He said a 75% increase on a current tax was too much to ask the community for, and the audit showed that money was mismanaged. He says that he'll keep pushing for a, quote, balanced revenue model for the Parks Department.
Meantime, people living in the area of Lake Oswego School District are considering a bond to modernize schools in the city. It would maintain the current tax rate for the bond that is expiring at the end of the year. So far, that bond is winning with 70% of the vote. In Sandy, voters are considering a bond for the Oregon Trail School District. The bond would increase property taxes if approved by voters. Right now, the no votes are leading by nearly 74% to 26%.
And here's a look at the latest numbers for the West Linn Wilsonville School District, which also has a bond up for a vote. The bond would increase safety, security, and facility upgrades and would not increase current tax rates. Right now, the race is close, with 51.9% voting yes and 48% voting no. Also in Washington County, voters are considering a replacement levy to fund library services. It would increase property taxes by more than 3%. Right now, we're seeing nearly 57% voting yes and 43% voting no. There's also a public safety levy on the Washington County ballot that would run for 5 years. The latest numbers show it passing 57% to about 42%.
A public safety levy for the city of Vancouver is showing solid support from voters, with more than 57% voting yes. This would increase property taxes to fund public safety services, including additional police officers.